Well, Wakar, just last week I was at a conference, in the industry. I was moderating a panel, and there were two gentlemen that worked at different engine shops and facilities, and they told me about one of the big challenges that they have is actually getting the parts that they need to be able to accomplish things. And so, I'm obviously very, very interested in how can access to parts and materials be improved, out there. And so, if keeping better track of them is
Yeah.
one particular, solution that we potentially can have, I definitely want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Before we jump to maybe kind of what some of the solutions are, I understand there's other people that are focused on, how do we implement greater digital, or some of the challenges that we have surrounding digital, or you brought up the word blockchain. So what are the challenges surrounding digital and blockchain in the industry today?
I think one of the challenges is that people don't even know what blockchain is. And when they hear blockchain is that they get a bad taste in their mouth, as if, someone's gonna, scam them or something. But blockchain is nothing like that. Blockchain is basically a technology that allows you, the user, to keep whatever data you have. It could be documents, it could be any file, as it is. Simple. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's really good. So let me ask a couple of questions about solutions that might exist, in the industry today. So if I go back to our challenge about not knowing, the parts, where they are, and not having maybe aggregated collection of that information, one of the challenges that I've seen for, many, many years is there's hundreds and thousands of suppliers out there, and they're basically all in the process of supplying, parts and materials, to people that are working on engines or working on airplanes. And so how is looking at a technology like this going to help us better in keeping track of those parts and where they are, and how we can access them? How is what you're doing addressing that?
I think there are many things that can improve that can be improved if this technology implemented. So what's happening right now is that if digitalization is implemented, and with digitalization, if you use blockchain and cloud storage as what Tracer does with Cert-Trace, then what's going to happen is that you would be able to keep track of your parts, like on your fingertips. You can just type in the part, type in the part number, whatever thing that you've associated with that document, then you can access it. Also, once you have that document stored, you can manage your inventory in a way so that you can order your parts in advance. You can basically implement just-in-time inventory management system. You can use demand forecasting. You can use automate inventory management system. And what it does, it allows you or the clients or the companies, big companies, small companies, to save money basically, and put more money towards where that money matters, or that problem matters, instead of just managing the documents.
Okay, let me dig in a little bit deeper. I want to better understand what the potential solution is that Tracer, is really providing. Is that I know that we have a problem today where
Yeah.
there isn't really sufficient information about, all the parts that are out there and where are they and what's their compliance status and things like that. All right. So what is it that you're really doing in a solution? What do you call it? What are you doing that potentially helps bring that information together in a more consolidated manner?
Yeah, so Tracer basically, in Tracer we provide two solutions, and those solutions are two products: Cert-Trace and GuardDoc. And Cert-Trace is more focused towards aerospace, and what it is basically blockchain-powered document archiving management system. And you can use it to share your documents. You don't have to actually share your document. You can just use QR code that once you upload the document on the Cert-Trace tool, then you receive a QR code, and then you can share your documents, and only those people who have the access to that certain documents can access it. So it's safe and secure and extremely reliable. Plus, you can store your documents for a long time. Long after will be gone, those documents will not be gone. Those documents will be there.
Okay, and does the using the word blockchain
Yeah.
is to help me understand how that fits in, and how does that help
Yeah.
authenticate, the document itself that
Sure,
exists?
sure. So basically, what in aerospace industry, not only in aerospace industry, but in, I think, now more and more industries, they have this requirement to keep the documents as they are, because if they're altered, then how can anyone trust those documents? So simply put, blockchain allows our service, Cert-Trace, the tool, to keep them as they are, unalterable. And this is one of those things. And also, and once they're unalterable, then once they get archived, and I think this is the perfect solution for those companies that are looking to track their parts, store their documents and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's I'm seeing is that a broad ability to be able to take a lot of suppliers and documents and information and bring it together into a commonly accessible kind of environment. Number two is that I know I've actually personally seen companies which will alter records because they didn't quite meet, the requirements, and they go, well, it's okay, I can alter them. I've seen them actually do that. And then number three, I've seen false documents, that exist, and they really need to be kept track of. And so if we take all those things into consideration, basically what I hear you telling me is that you're putting solutions in place to be able to help us to optimize that and to prevent some of those things.
And I think one thing I want to mention is that a huge European aircraft manufacturing company, they did an internal audit to find out how much does it cost them if they use paper documentation. And when they did that, it cost them, and the data revealed that it cost them 30 million euros per year. And that was only handling of the documents. Now imagine how many small other costs that are being spent, and then they don't even know. So, yeah.
I think that really makes a really big significant difference. Now,